at noon, Monday through Friday, our workouts and see what we're going to do. And you can also go to my link in bio. So that way you can go ahead and see what we're doing. So we're doing these workouts while we're in self-isolation and quarantine. And hopefully we will be able to together come out as one into the world again. But until that time, I'll be with you to help you work out because the gyms are closed and the beaches are closed and everything's closed. So I'm going to help you work out. So you can go to lovinbyvenus.com to get 20% off the code with what I'm wearing, and that is the code Stay Home. And you can also use the code Coach Venus for 20% off. And these are things we're offering you while we are in self-isolation. So today we have Melissa Wood, and she's infamous for her workout. So I am excited and nervous at the same time. I hope that I can do justice to her workout. I'm so excited to have her. I've loved her for forever, just like everyone else has. So I'm looking forward to inviting her. And let's see if she joined. Let's go live with Melissa Wood.
Silence. Drum roll.
Hi!
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So good. How's life? How are the kids? They're so cute.
Thank you. They're good, and thankfully one of them is napping, the other one's watching a show, so we should be good. Thank you so much for such a sweet intro. That's so nice of you.
Oh, thank you. Everyone I talk to is so excited you're coming on. And they're like, oh my God,
Oh,
Melissa's coming on. I'm like, yes, she is.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And I have to show you, I'm rocking your bra, 11 by Venus Williams, and it makes me feel like I have boobs, so I'm really into it.
Yeah, that one's really comfortable, and it's a shaper because I don't have
It's
any
so
either.
flattering.
Yeah,
I love it.
That one too. So,
and I'm so happy to do this. So
what have you been doing? What have you been up to? I know you've been obviously keeping people motivated with working out, but how is it with the kids? How have you been doing with COVID?
it's intense. I mean, we are so grateful to be at our house out east and have the backyard, and it doesn't go like I don't. I wake up grateful every day for that, but it's a lot with still maintaining work and trying to deliver what I can while being with my kids all day long. I'm used to going to the office and then having my like moments where I'm like just with them, and it's meshing everything together right now. So it's definitely it's a work in progress, but we're good. We're good. How are you?
I'm very good. Honestly, I've pulled my reformer back out. So it's been cool because
Yes.
I moved and then I didn't have my reformer anymore. I've just been going to the gym and doing, the regular workouts, but now I'm back on the reformer
Oh, so
and
lucky.
it feels good. So that's kind of been a big difference in my life. Obviously, been doing these. So the
Yeah.
beginning was really interesting because all I had were technical difficulties and I was freaking out.
I
Like
know.
I'm supposed to be live now. What do I do?
These
And
are
now
scary.
right if it goes bad, I'm like, it's okay.
I
You
know,
do what you can.
exactly. I know. At first, I was like, "Oh no, did we think 12 PST?" I always get like, "Oh no, like did we switch the time?" But I'm so happy,
Yeah.
and I think that that's the perfect opportunity for me to intro a little bit about the movement that we'll be doing today, because I love a reformer, and a lot of this will really be the foundation of Pilates, but all on the floor, on the mat. So we will be using our own body weight for everything, and I think it's such a beautiful time to share that it's really all you need if that's all you have. And
Exactly.
we'll focus on these slow, controlled movements that are all low impact, but you're still gonna really feel the burn to create these beautiful, long, lean lines, and you're gonna feel lean, toned, tight, and lengthened, which is really how I love to feel after a workout, and I hope you feel that too. So
Yes, I would love to feel that way. Actually, today on the reformer, I was doing some kickbacks and then I kind of started to do a stretch with it. So I like the idea of being tight because of being loose because what I do every day is like this. And
yes,
so I am constantly tight and constantly fighting it. So I'm looking forward to learning from you how I can do that with active movement. So it's like a part of
yes.
what I do every day to combat like all that tension.
Okay, amazing. And hold on, you know what I'm gonna do quickly? Good. Am I back? Okay, great. I was afraid to do that. I wanted to do not disturb. And
No worries.
I'll keep you off your wrist. We'll really stay on the forearms to show, and I think it's great for people, and people right now all the time who don't want to work a lot on their wrists, so this will be a great opportunity to share that. And I'm so excited to get started. And I also have to share that a sutra, I just sprayed and cleaned my mat, which I don't do often. It's kind of embarrassing. And the smell is so calming and soothing. You guys, the lavender, like I feel super zen and peaceful. And you have a very calming aura, which I love. And I think that's what we'll focus on, just being gentle in our mind and really moving in our bodies where we'll feel it, but we're not killing ourselves. So shall we?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a challenge for me because, you know, the exercises I do are different. So whenever you do something different, it's a new challenge. Even though I'm an athlete, you know, these new challenges for me, I love them. So I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, good. I'm so excited. I mean, I couldn't be more excited to do this. So I just want to make sure that I'm in a good spot and that you can see me if I'm here and when I'm down here. Everyone
I'm gonna move my camera so
perfect.
We can get low.
And keep water nearby if you need it. No shame in our water game.
I need to do better with that. What are some of the nutrition tips? Because you look amazing.
Thank you. You know, I always start the day, I've been doing my warm water with lemon and an oat milk latte because God knows I need it. And then I have a green juice followed by a smoothie like 30 minutes later. It sounds like a lot of liquid, but it gives me so much energy. And then after this, I'll have like my avocado toast concoction and really fuel myself up after.
Okay, so.
Okay, are you good?
I think I'm almost good.
Okay, everybody. So let's all just start standing with your feet hip width apart. I'll wait till I have you.
So we're gonna start standing.
Yeah. So we're gonna start standing. You're sideways. I don't know why. Do you see yourself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, great. So we'll just start with our feet hip width apart. Just let everything go. I want you to let your arms hang really heavy as if they're just weights hanging off your body. Take your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart and just close your eyes for a moment. Just coming back to your breath. Taking that inhale through your nose, fill yourself up. And on your exhale, release all of the air out your mouth, let it go. And on your next breath here, I want you to breathe in, take in, fill yourself up with something that you could really use for today's practice. Hold the breath at the top for 3, 2, on 1, exhale, let it go. And now just letting your arms hang heavy, and we're going to come right into a plie squat. So your feet are externally rotated, and I want you to do this tiny tuck. Tuck the tailbone towards the pubic bone, and then sink right there. Open these inner thighs really, really wide. Take your arms out long, relax your shoulders away from your ears. I want you to reach over to the right, and then to the left, but really move through your center, so we're really activating our core. And actually grab for something. It really turns everything on. Breathe into it. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Just stand up really tall. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, sink it low. Let those arms drop. And just loosening, waking everything up. And as you stand really tall, I want you to squeeze your booty so much in the back that you still have that tiny little tuck of the tailbone. Give me 1 more. Reach those arms really, really long. Exhale, sink it low. Relax your shoulders. Stretch those arms really long. Drop down an inch, lift up an inch. So you're here. I want you to think your ribs are literally being knit together as if you're wearing a corset. So really strong core. Come back to your breath. Big inhales through your nose. Exhale everything out through your mouth. Give me 3 more. 2. On 1. Hold it here. Press your hands in a prayer to your heart. Pulse your knees towards the back of the room for 10. 9. Breathe. 8. 7. Just a tiny pulse back for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. On 1. Drop it down 2 inches lower. Press your hands into prayer so much. Soften your face. Breathe into it. Give me 5 more seconds. 4. 3. 2. On 1. Stand it up really tall. And then heel toe your feet together. Shake it out. Coming to the back of your mat. Take a big inhale. Reach those arms up overhead. And then on your exhale, open your arms really wide. Fold your torso over your legs. Let your head hang heavy. And just let it go for a breath. And slowly just walk yourself out, and we're going to come right down onto our forearms in a forearm plank. But I want you to squeeze your legs together as if you're holding on, almost as if you're holding on to a $100 bill between your inner thighs, your knees, and your ankles. So hold it right there. Tip forward an inch in your toes and back an inch for 10. 9. Keep the belly plugs in for 8. 7. 6. Breathe into it for 5. 4. 3. 2. Almost there. Hold it for 1. And then exhale. Drop your knees really wide. Sink it back. Sink that tailbone really heavy. And walk your arms out, but keep it in an active child's pose. So keep your elbows lifted. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and melt into the floor. Peel that left arm open towards the left side, and then just thread it through towards the right side of the body. And relax that left side of your head to the mat. Taking your gaze underneath that right arm. Take a breath. Inhale, take that left arm back. Open up your right arm, open up that shoulder, and just weave it through that left side. And relax your right side of your head to the mat. Let it go. Give me 1 more breath. Plant your right palm right next to your left. And now just roll up through your spine. Keep your knees on the mat. Drop your pubic bone down towards the mat. Toes up to the ceiling. Reach your gaze overhead. And then exhale, press it back. And give me 1 more just like that. Roll through the spine. Loosening everything up. Open up your shoulders. And then coming right down onto our forearms. So when I have you down on your forearms here, Venus, I want your elbows directly underneath your shoulders and as if you're hugging in. Because we're also really sculpting the shoulders and the triceps. So we're here, and I want you here. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My son is walking in. Welcome to Mom Life. Hi, Dee. So we're right here, okay? Dylan, hold on, here, come sit. Sit here. Sit right here. So come down, and you're gonna press your palms firmly into the mat. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Time out, guys.
So cute.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God. It's okay. Thank God for Dylan, for my team, for living with us right now. Okay. Sorry about that. You're getting the real deal here. So you're going to come down on the forearms, press the palms and the fingers long into the mat. Knees are underneath your hips, and then extend that right leg high. But drop your hip bones so both of your hip bones are in alignment. Lift it really high. Drop leg down an inch. Lift heel up an inch. So I want you to point your toe and stretch your leg as long as you can, as if you're reaching your toes up to the ceiling. So it's just a tiny lift up an inch, lower down an inch. Keep the belly plugged in. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold it here at the top. Keep your gaze to the mat so your neck is long. Draw tiny little circles on the ceiling. So keep them really, really small. Really articulate this tiny movement. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Relax your face. Hug those elbows in. Reverse for 10. 9, 8, 7, breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze your booty at the top. Everyone lift your leg 2 inches higher for these last 2. On 1. Hold it here. You're doing just a tiny 45-degree bend in this knee, and then I want you to straighten and extend your legs. So we're here, and then straighten that heel as high as you can. This one is like killer. So I really want you to extend it as high as you can. Give me 10 right there. 9. Keep the belly plugged in as you're here. Breathe. For 5 more, squeeze that heel really high. Squeeze booty at the top. For 3, 2, on 1. Hold it here, point the toes. And now just take it really slow. Bring your knee and your nose in towards the midline of the body. And then extend that leg high. And just slightly taking your gaze up towards the ceiling. Does that make sense?
Yes, got it.
Okay, good. So as you're here, you're really creating that C curve with the spine, so really working the abdominals as well. Give me 8 more. 7, 6. You can interlace your fingers too if it's too much on your wrist. Give me 5 more. Breathe into it. 4, 3. Extend that leg really long. Point the toes. 2. On 1, open those knees really wide. Take a breath. Sink it back. So just really trying to almost envision those little like circles that you're drawing on the ceiling. I think when we can really connect to those tiny movements is when you'll start to really feel it. Did you feel it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're like, keep going. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be too sore to practice today.
Okay, amazing. We'll keep
My
going.
coach is gonna love you if I'm not sure. He's gonna be like, I'm putting in the work finally.
Okay, great. So we're gonna come down, we're gonna move right into that left side. So if this is too much on your wrist, just press palms together, interlace your fingers. This is actually a great way to hold anything on your forearms. And then extend that left leg back, but drop your hip. Hold that belly in, but relax the shoulders. Lift that leg up an inch, drop down an inch. For 10, point toes long like you're a dancer in a competition. So really straighten that leg for 8, 7, 6, 5. Hug those elbows in for 4, 3, breathe, 2, on 1. Keep that leg lifted, relax your face, tiny circles on the ceiling for 10. 9, keep them about the size of a quarter for 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. I want you to lift that leg 2 inches higher, reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, soften into it for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold it there, tiny bend in the knee, and then extend that heel as high as you can as if you're stepping on the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, squeeze that booty at the top for 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe into it for 3, 2, on 1, hold that leg right there. Slowly move your knee and your nose in towards each other. And then exhale, extend that leg long and high. And just take your gaze gently up towards the ceiling. Give me 8 more. Breathe into it. For 7, 6, 5, extend that leg long, breathe. for 4, 3, almost there. Last one, finishing strong. And then exhale, coming right onto our right forearm. So take that right forearm and just gently just stack the legs. So stack that left leg on top of the right and squeeze those inner thighs. You're gonna press yourself up with that left palm. Lift those hips high, plug that belly in, peel that right arm really, really high. And then just gently bring left knee and left elbow in towards each other. Extend it long, give me 8 more. 7, keep that belly plugged in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, just extend it long, hold, take your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, roll right on to your forearm, or right onto a forearm plank. Keep the belly plugged in. Gently tap the knees down to the mat. Extend legs long for 10, 9. Keep everything plugged in through your center. So it's just a tiny gentle tap of the knees. And then extend those legs. But try to drop your hips. Give me 3 more, breathe. This one's killer. 2. Last one. Coming right onto that left forearm. Stack the legs. Squeeze inner thighs. Peel that right arm high. Tap right knee into right elbow. Extend it long for 10. 9. I want to watch you. 8.
I think I'm,
7.
hold on.
Is it too much?
No,
I thought
I promise you I've been doing.
Not for you, you're stronger than me. I'm going to do it this way.
Okay.
So we're here. And then extend it long. And by the way, if it is for anyone, drop that bottom knee and just extend it here. Form is more important than compromising your form. So something doesn't feel right, listen to it. Give me 5, 4, breathe. Try to do that little crunch. 2, 1, just extend it long. Take your gaze up overhead. Exhale, drop it down. Just press yourself back into your downward facing dog, pedal it out. And just slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Let your head hang heavy. And roll up through your spine. Take it really slow. Stand with your feet hip width apart and take those arms out really wide. So coming back to wearing that corset, like our ribs are literally knit together. We're going to reach our arms as long as we can, as if someone's grabbing us from both ends and holding us. And your pinky fingers facing up towards the ceiling. Stretch those fingers long. Breathe into it. Just a tiny lift up an inch, lower down an inch. For 5, 4, 3, breathe into it. 2, on 1, hold it here. I want you to hinge forward with your torso an inch and then press those arms back. Keep them right here. Give me tiny little circles for 10, 9. Palms are facing towards the back of the wall and your pinky fingers up to the ceiling. Breathe, give me 5 more. 4, 3, relax your shoulders away from your ears. On 2, 1, hold it, reverse for 10. 9, try to stay really soft in your face for 8. 7, use your breath. 6, 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold it here, hinge forward 1 more inch. Extend those arms straight back, and I want you to literally think you have a tennis ball in each hand, and you're tossing it up to the ceiling. So as you toss, I want you to turn on that tricep. Right there, just a little flick of the wrist. And act like you're really throwing something, because that's what really turns on your triceps. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold it here. I'm gonna have you open out to the diagonal. Squeeze your triceps right there. And then tap thumbs behind your back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Venus. I want you to bring your knees in a little bit more so they're directly underneath your hips. Yeah, just a little right there. Then knit ribs in and keep going right there. Squeeze, tap in for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Standing really tall. Reach those arms straight out in front of you. Roll your shoulders down your back. 90-degree bend here. Tiny little reaches. Just reach those fingers long up an inch and down an inch. Give me 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep those elbows lifted on 1. Inhale, tap and squeeze those elbows in towards each other. And then open everything up really wide for 10, 9, 8, like you're pressing your elbows towards the back of the room. Take those big inhales through your nose. Exhale everything out through your mouth. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Take those arms out long. Relax your face. And as if you have that tennis ball back in your hand, I want you to, as if you're dribbling it in each hand, really long. So just keep those arms as long as you can, and as if you really have a ball there. Knit those ribs together, soft bend in the knees. Give me 10 more. 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Inhale, arms up overhead. Stand with your legs squeezing together. And then exhale, sink it back into your chair pose and come back to wearing that corset. Reach those arms nice and long. Open them up so they're out more to a diagonal. And then drop down an inch and up an inch. So take the spine really long. And as you drop down, I want you to envision that you have a ball inside your inner thigh. So every time you drop down, squeeze the ball. Inhale. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, breathe into it. 2, on 1. Hold it here. Press hands into prayer. Tiny little pulses. Pulse those knees together for 10. 9, like you're literally tapping those knees. Relax into it. Breathe for 5. 4, almost there. 3, sit back 2 more inches. On 1, stand really tall. Come back to your mat. Take those arms overhead. Shake it out. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Reach the arm up towards the ceiling. And then just bend over towards that left side. Take your gaze up overhead. Feel that stretch in the right side body. Inhale. Relax everything down. Shake it out. Take your arms back overhead. Grab your left wrist. And just bending. Feels so good. As far as you can over to the right. Take your gaze up overhead. I still can't believe my son watched it. He's never done that. First time for everything. And then exhale. Come to your back of your mat. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and just roll it down really slow. Come to your knees and just sitting nice and tall, the soles of your feet into your mat. Really press the soles of your feet. And then reach those arms out really long with your palms facing up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders and then open those arms up really wide. Tuck your tailbone towards your pubic bone as if you're on, let's say you're on a tower and you're about to roll down on the Pilates tower. And then take your right leg into tabletop. Twist through the spine, tap that left elbow into your knee, and then extend leg long back through center. So we're here, twist, extend long. Give me 8 right there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, on 1, hold it here, keep that leg long, relax your face, sit up really tall, shake it out. And now take those arms out really wide like you're hugging a tree, relax your shoulders. Come back to tucking that tail towards the pubic bone. Roll down right where you feel your low abdominals kick in. Twist through the spine and then extend that leg long. Try to tap your right elbow into that left knee so you get in really deep into those abdominals. Breathe. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold that leg long. Drop it down. Roll it down. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Let it go. Just drop your knees over to the right. Take your gaze over that left shoulder. Stretch that left arm long. Take a breath. Slowly moving your legs through the center, dropping them over towards the left. Reach that right arm long. Take your gaze over that right shoulder. And just coming back to center, just hug yourself, cuddling nose. We all need a freaking hug. Hug yourself into a little ball, like you're taking your forehead to your knees. And then exhale, let it go. I want you to press your arms energetically into the floor like you're pressing the floor away. So we're really working our triceps. And then plug that belly in. Knit your ribs to the mat. Extend your legs 45 degrees up towards the ceiling and then drop them down. But I want your heels pressing together. Your toes are externally rotated out. Hold it right there. Cross that right leg over the left leg over the right. So keep that tiny little rotation with the heels facing in towards the body, toes are pointing out. Relax into it. Breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Hold it here. Squeeze heels together. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Extend that left leg long where you're grabbing behind that right thigh. Do a tiny, tiny pull. Switch. So just scissoring the legs here, scissoring them really long. Keep your gaze in towards your belly, and you can take a hand behind your head if it's too much on your neck. Give me 5 more. 4, 3. I find keeping your gaze in towards your belly button really helps your neck. Last one, hug it in. And now rest your head, neck, and shoulders in your hand. So you're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders, but rest your head in your hands. Extend that left leg long, twist through center, tap your left elbow to right knee, and then switch, alternating legs. And try to cross your elbow towards the outside of that knee as you twist into it. Breathe. Give me 5 more. Extend that long leg long for 4, 3, breathe, 2, on 1, hug it in. And now resting your head, neck, and shoulders. Breathe. Take your left palm behind your head. Let your head hang in your hand. Reach that right arm long. So it's just hovering an inch above the mat. And then extending your legs, heels together, toes apart, plug belly in. We're going to do a little modified 100. So you're resting your head in one hand. But I want you here, pumping this right arm. So your heels are pressing together, toes are apart, lifting up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really let that air go. Give me 1 more round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pumping that arm vigorously. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hug it in. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. And then exhale over your left. Let your head hang in that right palm. Tucking in, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Shoot that left arm long. Extend legs, heels together, toes apart. Pumping that left arm. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, try to lift up 2 more inches. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that gaze in towards your belly. Protect your neck. Give me 1 more round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale all the air out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. Hug knees in. Last thing here. Take those arms out to a diagonal. Press the floor away. So open them up a little bit more to really stabilize the body. And then you're just gonna extend those legs long to the ceiling, toes together, heels together, toes apart. And this one like just feels so good. As if you have, pretend you have like the springs on your feet, as if you're on a tower or a reformer, and just open those legs long, tap heels together at the top. Give me 10, 9, but I want you to imprint your spine in the mat and keep the belly plugged in. Doesn't this just, this one just, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1, last one, hug it in. And just one more thing here, we're gonna go into a tiny little bridge up series. So resting the sole of your feet, palms distance away from your glute, resting head, neck, and shoulders. Tiny tuck of that tailbone rolls you up through your spine, coming up as high as you can, and then plug that belly in. Hold it right here. Drop hips down an inch, tuck up, squeeze booty, lift up an inch. For 10, 9, coming back to wearing that corset, right? So really knit the ribs together, breathe, and relax your shoulders as you lift up. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1. Stay here at the top. Shift all of your weight into that left leg. Just keel that right leg high. Point the toe, keep the leg long, drop down an inch, lift up an inch. For 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, press through that left heel for 4, 3, 2, last one, drop that right foot down, stay up, and shift all of your weight into that right leg. Lift that left leg, drop down an inch, lift up an inch. Relax your face, give me 8 more. Reach those toes to the ceiling for 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Last one here. Stay up, drop that foot down, and I want you to dig your heels into the mat so your toes are facing up towards the ceiling. Lift up 1 more inch, tap those knees in towards each other. So squeeze knees together for 10, 9, like you have a ball between your inner thighs, and really squeeze those knees together. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold it there, roll it down. Grabbing your knees nice and wide, hugging them in towards your armpits. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Coming into a happy baby, just take a breath and let it go. Grab that right big toe, extend that right leg really long, and just try to anchor the weight in that left sit bone so you don't rock over to the side. And hug it back in, grabbing that left big toe. Extend that leg really long.
Like the belly's not there.
Try to keep the even weight in your sit bones perfect, and then just extend it as far as you can out to the left. And when you feel ready, we're just going to close our practice today. So it's just coming into a comfortable seated position. Rest your palms in your lap with your palms facing up. So really just allowing ourselves to receive what we've created, this energy, this space. And also to release, to get rid of anything that we're holding on to that's not serving us. And just close your eyes with me for just a minute here. And really take in this shift, this immediate shift that comes over us when we show up for ourselves. And even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, oh my God, does it all make a difference? So really honoring this space with ourselves. Press your hands in a prayer at your heart, breathe it in, take it in. And really giving ourselves just a little something that we need each day so that we can continually keep showing up for everyone else. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I didn't want it to end. I had so much fun.
You feel good?
I really did. And I love the series too with the arms. And
You do?
that's a great series for me starting out on the court, just to get everything activated. And also what I like about this workout too is that it activates the body. So your body is actually moving and it's not stagnant, because sometimes you can have body
Yeah.
parts that you're working but they're not activated, so you'll get injured. So
Right.
this was a really, really um really functional workout, but
I love
super
that.
challenging, and it also showed me what I need to work on too.
Me too. Thank you. I'm so
Thank
happy to
you.
hear that. I think for myself, it's like even when I do a workout that's focusing on the arms or focusing on the booty and the legs, my primary like focus is always to bring intention to the whole body. So we're always working the entire body. And I think for me, it was slowing things down enough to like listen and feel and understand that like, oh, that doesn't feel good, and then moving from that place. So I'm so happy to hear that. I think I never had definition in my arms ever, and after I had my son, I was like, I really want like sculpted arms, and doing this series is literally all I do, and it's given me some arms.
Oh yeah,
So
I love this workout. So trust me, I'll be doing this. It's a nice workout too because there's intensity as well as serenity also, and I think that you bring a special ingredient of that, because I've never been so intense but also so serene. So I have never felt that. I think it's
oh my
amazing. Maybe
god.
that's why people love you so much. So
Thank you. I'm blushing. That is literally the best compliment I could ever receive. When people are like, "Oh, your work is so easy," I'm like, "You might not be doing something right," but they're gentle yet like crazy effective. So that makes
mhm.
me so happy.
And I was just thinking too, I love the idea of kind of bringing this kind of interval training to lengthening and strength. So it really got my mind going, honestly, of how I'm approaching my workouts. So I love that part too. And I like what you said at the end too, where you said even if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it really counts. And I have
Every
that motto as well, because there's some days where you can only do 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but and you think it's not enough, but I say it all adds up.
oh yes. Oh my god. I mean, I know for myself, my practice looked so different before I had kids. And then I was like, what can I do where I'm still feel as if I'm making an impact and like getting something for not just my body, but for my mind. And for me, it's all about the repetition of showing up every day, even if it's like 5 minutes. It's the consistency that keeps me stable mentally,
Hmm.
truly. But then
Hmm.
that's where I think you see results, right? I mean, come on, it's like you're like the byproduct of that. It's the consistency.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of going off topic, what is your beauty routine? You look amazing. Your skin glows,
Thank you.
your hair is shiny. Like, what do you do?
So I really believe, I mean, I have a pretty detailed skincare routine, and I use all non-toxic beauty products. So
Hmm.
once, for me, I think it's mostly what I'm putting in my body, food, thoughts, everything that I take in. That really, I had horrible cystic acne for most of my life. So getting that compliment, thank you so much, touches my soul,
Hmm.
because I still get a little choked up because I never had beautiful skin. And it started from within, from my meditation practice, but then really understanding what is in a product. And that's what I really liked about this beauty, because it's really clean, and everything that we put in, we put on, it all is absorbed into our skin. So, I mean, I'm actually going to film a breakdown because I use so many different products, and I'm happy to, let you know any of them. But Youth to the People, Indie Lee, I'm a huge fan of January Labs. There's a ton of amazing ones. Do you use any of them?
I honestly also only do all natural too, because my
I can
skin,
see.
I also have, I call them friends. They come, these are friends you don't want, but they visit, and I still struggle with it. So it helps. I can't just put anything on my face. So I do all natural,
It makes
and
such a
of
difference.
course I love a sutra. That's amazing. I make a lot of things at home, so I like spice things up with different things that I like, just natural
Oh, I love
oils or
that.
essential oils, and I'm like I want more of this, so I just like shake
Mix
it
it
and
up
go.
yourself.
I mix it up myself.
I
So,
love that. Do you gua sha?
no, I don't
Okay,
actually.
Venus, I am sending you a stone that is literally going to change your life. It's a wildling black bion stone, and it has like energetic properties to it as well. I mean, it seems as if you're really into that. But
Yeah.
it's like a facial massaging technique, and I swear it's better than Botox. It keeps your
Mm,
face like naturally
okay.
youthful and glowy, and I'm like a diehard fan. I do it every single day, and I swear to you, it changes everything. Like people are always like, "What are you doing different?" I'm like, "It's gua sha. It's my diehard
Okay.
commitment."
Please,
So
is it here yet? I'm really desperate. I need
I'm
it.
sending you this stone, and
I'm
it
so
better not be out of
excited.
stock. I'm gonna
Oh
find
my
it.
gosh. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
No, it's like one of those things that it changed everything for me because I didn't like, I mean, I have no judgment. If you want to get Botox or do whatever you want to do to feel
Yeah.
good, great, do you. But for me, it was like like I had tried everything and I still wasn't loving. It was like if I did it here, then everything was moving here, and I was like, I feel like I need to do my whole face to feel, and it was just a downward spiral for me. And I
Yeah.
was like, how can I find a routine that I feel good about, that I feel good about what I'm putting in my body or not putting in, just using, and this is it. So I'm excited to share that with you.
People are asking what is the name of the stone?
It's called Wildling. I have a tutorial. By no means am I a gua sha expert. First of all, I've created my own little routine from what I've learned that works for me. I think it works. And the stone itself was sent to me from the company, and it's to me it's a thick stone too, and it has like a little rigid edge, and one that you can get right up on the jawline. And it's incredible. But I have a little IGTV where I shared my little tutorial.
Okay, beautiful. I
I get
can't wait.
really excited when people don't gua sha because I'm so excited for what you're about to experience.
Oh, I'm obsessed with skin, hair, body, well, anything. I go in deep to frequency, you know,
Oh,
biofeedback, everything.
I
So,
love it all too. I know,
hmm
I love it.
it's
It's
just
funny.
like it's always a journey, finding something new, finding new things. So,
100%. I think that's been the beauty of this whole experience is being able to really tap into the people. Just, I love learning from people who are like really in it, who live it, breathe it, and like you see it. And for me, it's like picking up books or watching someone's live who I love and being able to get to know them on another level
mm,
it's been so nice. And then I think it's also turned on the things that I don't need to give my energy. That I feel drained, I don't feel good after. So it's been this has been such an eye-opening experience for me.
mhm. All right, so we have a lot to talk about. So, a
Okay.
lot to talk about. It'll take years for us to get through all
I
the
know.
information we're going to share. Uh,
Exactly.
One last question for you. Meditation. So,
Yeah.
I noticed that you are really combining this meditation with this, intense workout that's functional with endurance. And
Mhm.
there is this meditative state that I felt while we were doing our workout, following your voice and also the lengthening, the breathing, and the mindfulness, all those things. And I like to go fast. So I like to just be busy like from the
Yeah.
moment I wake up till I go to bed. And so I'm
Right.
also trying to take moments to stop and meditate.
Yeah.
What kind of tips do you give people to slow down and to met to incorporate meditation into every part of their life like you incorporated it into our workout?
Yeah. Well, thank you. I think one of the things that, like a bit of feedback I get is that it's a bit of meditative movement, and that just makes me so happy because I, like you, it was like as soon as I got up, I hit the ground running, and it was like it was more on autopilot all day. And now, before I did our live workout, I took just 10 minutes to myself where my son was on his call for school. He was like so loud. My husband was on a call. The baby was crying, going down for a nap. And it's like, it's not turning everything off. And I think that's the most important thing to share with people is like, I'm not there to turn off my thoughts. I'm just here to tune in to my breath, and it's like literally catch my breath for a moment. And for me, it's like I almost envision my meditation practice like sitting on the beach, like you're on the beach by yourself. It's kind of a gloomy, like windy day, and the waves are coming up and then they're crashing into each other. And it's like your thoughts, right? They keep coming, they're climbing, they're there. And then if you just surrender to them and come back to your breath, they'll they'll leave. And I think it's what we choose to focus our energy on is the most important thing. And for me, it's like I've had a rough couple days and I was living in those thoughts. And then this morning I was like, this is, I know what I'm, why I've been feeling that way, because I'm allowing that stuff to live there instead of let it be there, let it be, cry, do whatever you need, and then let it pass. So I had a big breakthrough today of just almost coming back to the basics. And I think it's really just coming back to this space of like giving yourself that time to tune in, maybe to really like hear yourself, what you really need, and then go about your day. And it's really transformed my life. I was not always this person. I was not zen and peaceful. I was like getting in fights, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I was the complete opposite. And
Watch out, do not cross her. Just don't do it.
Just really aggressive, and it was like anything that was going on was like a reactive. I just reacted to everything. So now it's like I'm still naturally that person. She still like lives deep in there and she loves the surface, but now it's like just taking a pause. It doesn't mean it needs to be silent, but just taking that moment and then move through. Like for me, I felt so present with you just now. Like I felt like we were in the room together. We were doing this together because I gave myself that moment. And like, just for example, let's just say I didn't meditate and my son freaking walks in the room when I'm going live with Venus Williams. I would have been like, no, that's just my nature. So it just keeps bringing me back to this work. And it's pretty humbling. I always have work to do.
Thanks so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing too, because I think a lot of people are like, well, how do I get there? Where you start isn't where you end. So I love hearing that story.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's been a journey, and it still is like this daily, it's like whenever I think I'm like, oh my God, I'm like doing so great thing. And then it's like, you get knocked back off, and it's just a reminder that it's the repetition and the coming back, whether it's a good day, a bad day, in between day. And I think that's what keeps me level and humble constantly. It's like I'm living in humility. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's so many topics we could talk about, but thank you so much for
You're
joining.
so lovely and so just like calm. Your aura is so beautiful. And I'm so honored that you asked me to do this with you. Thank you so much. I feel like we're girlfriends for life. I'm sending you the gua sha stone. And
thank you. I can't wait.
No, and yes, we'll be in touch. I'm so excited. And thank you. Thank you everyone who tuned in.
Thank you so much.
I hope you got a good workout.
Thank you.
Okay.
So
have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, what a session with Melissa Wood. What a lady. I feel so calm because every morning I'm rushing around. I'm doing my workout, then I come see you guys, and then I run and go do another tennis workout. So this is nice to kind of just stop and breathe. And I challenged myself, and I hope you did too. I think a lot of you guys did this workout. Thank you, Melissa, for joining us. And you guys can shop what I'm wearing today. Hello. For the stay home code for 20% off, and also 20% off code Coach Venus. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon with another amazing guest. I'm having a blast. I really am learning so much, and I think it's kind of evolving my workout theories too, making me think about combinations. So this whole journey for me has been amazing while we're in quarantine. So go to my link in bio, so that way you can check out when we're working out, who we're working out with, so you can join in and also figure out how to watch these workouts when they are not up anymore. I love you guys. I'm proud of you for tuning in and working and challenging yourself. And I'm going to go challenge myself again on the tennis court. I hope you're well and I hope you're safe. Please take care of yourself and those around you and the rest of the world so we can all conquer this. All right, y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.